Go! Go! Go!
3, 2, 1, come on. You didn't look straight at the camera. You have to do it again.
Okay.
But you have to do it alone now.
I can't
3, 2, 1. There you go. Now we're talking.
I was getting it. You guys have no idea how clutch Loppy is.
Yeah.
Actual speed.
See, Loppy's never late. You see, always just in time. Always.
Just in time is one.
Just in time. Yeah. It'll just wait. Hold on. Justice.
Just done.
Just in time for justice. Is my mouth not making the shapes I want it to? Okay, it's fine. Do you remember what happened last time?
I remember that you're a punk, and that we had just spoken to my boy Gumshoe, I think, and he told us something interesting that, you know, helps the case, because we're gonna help me.
Okay, well, I do remember, but I just want you to know that I have this note from November 15th, 2023 at 4:05 p.m. that says it's titled Next Time, and within the note it just reads Edgeworth. But luckily I do remember. So we talked to Gumshoe about, we were in the evidence room and we found stuff, and we were like, hey, this is some things are quite similar, like whatever, connected to SL9, the SL9 incident, so we need to learn more about that. So that's why we're gonna go talk to Edgeworth now. Also, I just realized my mic isn't in the place where it usually is. Is this alright?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that is what we're doing. Let's go!
Okay then, punk.
I will say I didn't pop it out though, so I have to... There we go.
What do I need to do?
We're going to the High Prosecutor's office.
Where is it?
Yeah, we're making our way. There we go.
Oh!
What?
Oh my!
You're the bellboy.
I don't think I am.
No, you are the bellboy. We've had this talk before.
Am I the bellboy?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you're the bellboy.
No, I was the bellboy at first, so you took the bellboy.
No, you're still the bellboy.
No, I don't think I am.
I'm not sure I ever did the bellboy voice, to be honest. I was Miss April May and I was Red White. Yeah. I was Red White. So then, no, you were the bellboy.
I don't think I was bellboy.
You were the bellboy. I know for a fact that you were the bellboy, because he was pronouncing French words, and you asked me how to say them.
Okay. I guess my apologies. Oh, it's you! Have we met somewhere? Ha! Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. What a bellboy.
Anyhow.
Is Edgeworth here?
There! Standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. I love him. Right.
Right.
Kazuhaya Tatsumi.
He has the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way,
By the Hey! Detective Gumshoe
We're
was
getting
looking
into
for you.
Yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. Again, rare Edgeworth's right.
The real info on the other side, Edgeworth?
He never turns things over. That's the difference between us and him.
Mm.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Ta-da.
I don't believe it for a second. Where's the blood?
Oh my goodness, I didn't realize what you were doing at first.
He's never had a nosebleed.
I mean, when I have nosebleeds, they're usually on tissue, so I don't know about that.
Yeah, but like, you don't know it's happening until it's like out your nose, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't really have nosebleeds like that. They're all usually in my nose.
Oh, what? Well, make sure not to bleed too much.
I usually don't.
Yeah.
Out of my I like that you had to specify.
So, how did the inquiry committee go?
Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence.
Yay!
But as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again.
Again?
I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
Are you okay for the trial tomorrow?
Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However,
Something happened?
they gave control of the investigation over to the police department. To be fair, he is pretty in this case a lot. The police department? Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police, Gant. Yeah, just waiting for that one.
SOP
Hi,
for
Soup.
Febs.
Yeah. I can do but nothing but wait for his results.
I see.
Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still...
Well, I've never seen him surrounded with this sort.
Oh, hi, Blue Badger. Ooh, that simmered down a lot, didn't it?
Go up to the camera.
Huh?
Go up to the camera, get big.
Give me a second. You know my mouse is dead.
Yeah!
I think...
Wait, that's not what I meant, but fair enough. Close enough.
That's what we're getting.
Okay. I mean, because this is like how he's looking at us, you know?
Yeah. Actually, wait, hold on. I never get to do the thing. Hold on, I'm gonna, let me see if I can line it up right first.
Are you gonna line up right?
I need to... Well, I'm looking at stream, right?
Okay.
So, you need to be smaller for this. Oh. Give it a second. I needed to catch up.
Yeah, okay, you're doing it.
You just need it though, right?
Yeah, you're becoming him.
A little bit more. Is this right? Well, you can see it before I can.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so let me, I think it's this one? Nope, no, it's this one.
Yeah! You did it! Should I pull for Twin Hook Pirates first, mate, Gregor, or wait for the middle little
This is
sister?
really good.
Definitely the Pirates one, because Loppy likes pirates.
Also, my mouse died while I was in the middle of taking a screenshot, so let me just do that manually real quick.
Also, is it still happening?
Oh, yeah! No, it hasn't stopped.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
hey.
so let me... Okay.
Okay.
Ah,
Did you give it a clean?
it died again. No! This is the worst thing.
There's definitely something wrong with that mouse. Did you drop it or something?
I don't like being over you. Please fix it.
No, you're now over me. You're
No,
gonna have to deal with
I
it.
hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Okay, thank you.
Be bigger though, you're too small.
I'm
That's the opposite.
trying. I'm working with my trackpad. It's
Get it
hard
now.
to get it precise.
Be bigger! No bigger!
I think that's good. I think we're at equilibrium again. Something like that.
Gregor ego shards I have. I maybe could just dispense them next season.
Gregory
Dispense
ego sounds a lot like Gregory Edgeworth.
also sounds like Gregory.
What?
Hmm?
Oh. What was that thing about fountains again?
That you can drown in them if you're not careful.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yawn.
right. I know you. I was like processing
know
what
me?
he was saying, and I was like, why is he saying that? I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right?
Yeah, Greg. It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspension you were wrapped up in.
And darker. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. And it's so romantic. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later.
You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator.
What else, Phoenix?
Okay, Edra, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Allegations of forgery.
Or Gregory.
Kiki.
The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant.
Wait, what?
He was the head of the thing that I just said.
Oh. I
He
see.
got a promotion.
That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then. Ah, it's all coming together. He's a murderer, mate, I'm telling you.
He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Yeah. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr.
No,
Edward?
he used to get nervous.
Not anymore.
What I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation?
In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. I killed a man.
Yeah.
We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. So instead I used bait. And then they killed a man. The man that I used as bait. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't?
Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess we're all good there then. What's up? Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. Don't show your indecent vases to me. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea.
I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner.
Which side are you on anyway? Maybe if I just show him, if I show him with my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him.
That's not your best evidence. Try harder, Phoenix. Right,
What? That's
please.
not the best evidence?
Stop showing me this bullshit.
That's so good of evidence!
Why must he dread happiness? Yeah, that's why they can't really get together at this point in time. That's why Edgeworth has to take more drastic measures after this.
Okay, there's nothing else, right? Wait, no, this. Oh, right!
Such a clever
I better
cookie.
check this now.
As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID cards usage.
The spray bottle tastes nice. Edgeworth,
No!
you went into the evidence from that day, didn't you? See, this is what I've remembered.
It's funny that you say that about spray bottle, but I'll explain after.
But it is tasty. I've
Oh,
eaten
sure.
chemicals before. Just before the
You
incident occurred, no less. It was by accident, remember? It was a glass cleaner.
I remember, it's not good. Hey, kids at home, before I move on, don't eat glass cleaner. Don't drink glass cleaner. Don't do it.
It tasted
cannot
horrific.
express how much that you should not drink glass cleaner.
Imagine doing it by accident in the middle of the night.
Don't be like Derek. Don't drink glass cleaner. You had to like unscrew it too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did it in my sleep. I woke up with it in my mouth. My first conscious thought of that night was it in my mouth. It was horrendous.
Anyhow, with that PSA out of the way, yes, that's true.
It did taste like mint though.
No!
It did. It was horrendous though. It was like a chemically mint, but it had. It's because it smells like mint, so obviously smell is part
That's
of
some
it.
like Nile Red shit. Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Me, why?
This. Ow, I bit my tongue. No. Please don't look at me like that. It makes me bite my tongue. Whenever he's in this spray, he's biting his tongue. He has to hold it back. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less.
But he's getting sussier and sussier by the minute.
And then he loaned me $50, and that was the start of it all.
That was the start of it all.
The Chief of Police? Jan. You wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago.
Okay, a different case. Fine. AI 16.
It took me a second. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
But it was solved, right? It would have to be if it would have to be if the evidence was already filed.
The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. That's until day 3.
Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it.
Oh, don't worry, Soup. That's just the start of it. You're not coming back from this one. Stubborn as always. I told you, this has nothing to do with the current case. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What?
How are you playing the new Fortnite update?
What does she want? if you're still studying forensic science, yeah, I think that's what it was. Huh? Yeah, yes, of course.
The fact he even had to ask that, look at her!
It's kind of her whole personality. As you know, she's 16. That's what happens when you're on Tumblr. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. And then he drank some of it in his sleep. It was kind of awkward. Liminal testing fluid.
Yes, they look. He said,
No. Well then, you might have a use for this.
Bro's face, he knows.
It's my skincare routine. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints?
Wait. Aluminium?
Shut up.
I mean, no, it's not spelled like that, right? This is your spelling, right? It's missing an I think.
Aluminum.
Is this your spelling, right? Yeah, it is.
Probably.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. Now that I'm seeing it in front of me.
We both failed English, except we both didn't.
No, English is like one of my best subjects.
We can't spell.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
I feel like I had something that stuck today, and I can't remember what it was.
I did dodge my literature class. My last one that I took.
Literature.
It was like world literature, but it was mostly British, I think.
British?
So,
you are British now, though. You're more British
no,
than you would have
I skipped all those classes, so it didn't matter.
You didn't need them. You didn't need them. Because you're already an honorary Brit.
Oh, yeah, but going back to the... No, going back to... Oh, that's disgusting. Going back to what I didn't see before, I forgot to tell you, I had a dream. I don't remember too much of it, but I went to a wedding, and the bride had a spray bottle, and she just with water, right? And she would just spray everyone who acted out at the wedding, which is a pretty good strat,
like
to be
cat.
honest. Yeah.
Based, honestly, so big.
I need to do that more in my life, to be honest.
Yeah, just carry around a spray bottle.
Honestly, I think it would like work for myself too. Like I could, I don't know, if I was like thinking something, I don't know, bad, I could spray myself. Or if I like had some midnight cravings, then I could like, just a little spritz in the face. No snackies.
Do you want me to buy you a little pink spray bottle?
You know what? I'll consider it.
We could do it. Yeah, whenever we do the Black Friday thing, we can do it. Okay.
Okay.
Also, can you help his snowball is bouncing? The art of self-discipline.
Yeah. It's like, actually, my friend in the psychology class. Are you okay?
No.
Okay. Well, my friend who was a psych student, I remember she had a project where she basically had to train herself like she was one of Pavlov's dogs, right? And I think it was every time like she was doing her homework and she like chose not to do it or whatever. Oh wait, no, it's better if I explain it the other way. If she did her homework, then she could have a treat. A treat. And if she didn't, then one of her friends would eat her treat instead.
Damn.
And I was excited for her to do it because I wanted to eat her snacks. But then she ended up not doing the whole thing anyways. So, she could have used a spray bottle, to be honest. It would have been faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't help with the laws of physics. So...
Physics.
Try thermodynamics instead. Try melting the snowball. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, the enemy. Huh? See what I did there? Did you see what I did there?
No. I don't get it. Help.
Okay, well, anyways. I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Edgeworth, I'm really...
No need to thank me, and please don't profess your love for me. Here, take. I was gonna say, take these powder. Take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
He gave us special white
I
powder.
have them on hand. Yes.
I
He's
Thanks.
our dealer.
How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well?
Nope, that comes out of his salary. Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. You seem to remember seeing this suspicious handprint somewhere.
That's
So do I.
somewhere. I'm so sorry to hear about the snowball, but now that it doesn't exist, it can't be on the run anymore.
Yes. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to. But I can't use it here.
You cannot. And take a look at your nice white powder, though. I'm not sure it's white.
It's so low resolution. It's not even funny.
Yeah, like I can tell through the thing.
Yeah.
It's really fun, isn't it? Well, it's for DS, you know. Well, actually, when did they add the last one? It may have been even before that.
I've never been before that.
I was about to say, you've never had a DS?
I did have a DS.
Yeah.
I have one. Do you want?
Good
to see it?
times. I have a 3DS. When are we gonna play some 3DS games together?
I mean, I wanted to play that Pokemon game with you. It's not the 3DS one though, but still.
That's true.
You want to do it still?
Yeah. Also, do you want to spin or should I spin?
How do I spin?
I might get stuck. Control. And then scroll wheel.
I think he was referring to spinning the bottle. I mean the aluminium thing as I spun it.
Yeah, but now the times have changed.
No, I can still make it spin. It's okay. Look.
Okay, well I'll also spin out of spite.
You don't even drink Sprite. Wait.
Am I right side up?
No.
Actually, the little puffball looks really delicious. It's like candy floss.
Is it not cotton?
Yeah, it's cotton.
Please don't eat
It's
cotton.
it's so solid. It kind of does look like a snowball, actually. Oh my god, everything's gray for me. I'm losing my sight, my color.
Our investigation turned up
cones
a
and rods.
suspicious handprint.
Here, can you restart the screen share? It's really...
No.
I don't know why it's like that. Blood! All I saw was here and blood.
Wait, you're bleeding?
Yeah.
Go get a
Well-
plaster.
Here, in the spot on the detective's evidence locker.
Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed.
And she's like, y'all... I was gonna try to do a Gumshoe impression, but I said y'all, and I was like, that's not right.
Yeah!
Anyhow, right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. I personally like the pinky.
A finger.
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint.
Oh, this is definitely legal.
My Emma voice keeps changing today. Okay. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
I really can't tell the difference in it. Okay, I'm sorry. But
Phoenix. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Choose the pinky.
see, these three are pretty mid, but this one actually is straight on, and this is the side of the thumb, right? So that's not
Yeah.
very good.
That's also a thumb, it's not a finger. Okay, now it's time to check for Prince. Do you know any Prince songs?
Who?
He's like... Well, you know who Michael Jackson is?
Yeah, he's that Thriller guy.
Yeah,
and
like
he,
before
walks
that.
backwards.
Before that.
Elvis.
Okay. Let me... No, let me show you how it's done.
I mean, Emmings? Emmings starting to get that sparkle in her eyes.
Emming, is that a nickname?
Apparently.
Are we on that level now? Okay, Peony. First, we sprinkled the aluminum powder around.
Huh? How do you do that?
Like, with your hands? With enter. See?
Static. Ah, it looks like that did the trick.
The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Also, I hate you, because now that I see it, I can't stop wanting to say aluminium.
Aluminium.
It's
what
like, I don't know, it's kind of silly.
That's what it is.
Like, it doesn't come naturally to me, but I still think it. You're a bad influence.
No, you're British.
No, you can't make me.
It's too late.
Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess.
Huh? How do I do that?
With your mouth. With E. Exciting, I know. That's why it starts with E. I got kicked out of the spring chair, alright. Imagine you're pulling up.
Wow, that looks like fun. If I get some getting used to, though.
It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything.
I can inhale
Also,
it to remove it.
You can imagine, this is like the most annoying thing on emulator.
Why?
Because it's not, rigged up right, you see? So you have to, like, actually bind it up to, like, your actual mic, and then you blow.
Oh, you're
or
meant to
rather, you
actually
scream.
blow. Oh, I see.
On emulator.
Oh,
And, well, on, you know, on, like, DS and stuff, there's a microphone, so you just blow on it. Or you yell, I guess. Yeah. You just pour the powder on, you just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright.
I guess I better give it a try.
Wow, you're really getting that covered, aren't you? It's like you're flouring a baker sheet. Make sure the cake doesn't stick. You're really getting that corner, aren't you? It's like a polar bear in a snowstorm.
Am I doing it? Is it enough?
Oh yeah, you're definitely doing it all right. You're getting good use out of Edgeworth's aluminum powder.
Is it working?
Also, yeah, it is my test. Yeah, I think it's working. I think you're doing a great job. You're really... Yeah.
Am I going till the whole thing's covered?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think we're really good, like, generally, I think we're really good, like, detectives and investigators. I think we should consider doing this, in real life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like, we're actually so good at this.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it is really white.
Okay, this side's done.
Oh wait, you're missing a little speck. Oh wait, no, you're good, you're good.
I know, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was watching on YouTube, because I have light mode on, right?
Wow, cringe.
Like on my browser. Yeah, it's like, I think it's a different white, but it is a bit hard to see where it ends. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's smooth. It's a shame about... Yeah, it's a shame about, the right-hand corner, but it's alright. We'll get there. Yeah, just really pack it in. taking legal advice from the Ace Attorney games.
Hmm.
To be fair, I was thinking about what Edgeworth said earlier when he was like, I don't, I have some methods, but, I've always, like, done the best that I can or whatever. And I remembered, in the other case, he said something like, him doing his best is getting everyone, like, guilty or whatever. And I thought about that and I was like, that doesn't make sense. But now thinking about it again, it actually does. Because if he believes in the system, then he's just, like, working the best he can within the system. Because as long as the system is running and everything's right. So if everyone's doing their best on both sides, then, then that is the best it can be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can't really see the corner on YouTube, so, I mean, this is really good. This is really good, I think.
It's possible.
Yeah, I think this is... Oh yeah, this is peak.
It's not peak. Oh wait, you can't see it on YouTube, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, now how do I blow?
It's good. E. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Oh my god! I did it!
Is it meant to be that white?
No, I don't think so.
Is that a fingerprint? I'm not too sure, actually.
Oh my god. It was like 40 minutes in.
If
we... this isn't what's meant to happen, I don't think.
This is nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. Whose fault is that?
What does it mean?
I think it means we're out of luck. Great going.
Out of luck?
The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
it wasn't my fault. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
I'd like to think that Phoenix really did just smother the whole thing in aluminum powder till he couldn't see anything anymore, and that's why he's so upset. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. Scientifically speaking. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints?
Looking at the locker door again closely.
Oh.
It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. You know what to do, Phoenix. Do it all again.
Maybe it's outside the blood. Okay.
Also, yeah, Phoenix was in those games, and I remember I watched some gameplay of it just to see Phoenix, and his little sister with Maya is really cute because Maya comes in and trips. Aside from that, yeah, just ignore that. Cover that up. We don't need to see that. But yeah, his I don't know what it's called in those games, but it's special or whatever. When he kills the other person or whatever, he takes them to court, and then they get found guilty, and then they get locked away. It's really funny.
Wow.
Yay. A print so clear it's dazzling.
Dazzle, dazzle.
Dazzle, dazzle. Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. You used a lot of powder. The bottle's just almost gone. Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet? This is quite a process.
You shouldn't use that much aluminum powder. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint. And not knowing who the owner is, right? It hasn't finished.
I guess she's right.
Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point out the person you think left these prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So, whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker?
I found it.
Yeah. It comes to H30. Huh. Is that your little kitten?
Woo!
Ah! Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. We've got our man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, calm down. So we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. I guess they never miss, huh? That's really old by now. Anyhow, anyhow, you gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. They don't stop
Thanks for
coming.
the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Oh yes, the other handprint.
The other handprint. Come on.
There was another handprint, right?
Yeah.
There was one more. We had to spray for it, right?
It's the one with the white item, wasn't it?
Wait, what
Like,
was
I think it was on the left-hand side.
it? Was on the left side.
Left hand.
There's no white
Yeah,
item.
with that one. The white item sticking out of the thing.
How do I, like... This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right?
Right. See what I did there?
Yeah.
I bet no one's ever done that before. There's a handprint here. Okay. Want to try using this?
There go our eyes sparkling again. Leave it be.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's check for
Fuck it.
prints.
That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
What?
You can actually, if you like inhale it, the way you've been doing the whole time, you could die. So be careful. The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
We only ended up finding it using chemical means.
Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too.
Oh, right. So that means no prints?
Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Don't answer me!
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Yeah, I was gonna go like here. Yeah, let's do it like here. This will be good enough. This will give me a rough testing.
Yeah.
Right, if there's anything here. Oh, well, that was easy. Now I gotta make it a lot
Pretty
quicker.
long.
You say pretty long.
Yeah, why do you ask?
It's not bad. You give a fingerprint, is it?
Well, I mean, just relative, like across the screen.
Why do we have fingerprint data of everyone?
Edgeworth gave us it.
Jake and Marcel. You see?
I'm not
Ready?
sure why they're all in the system, but... Well, actually... Are police officers in the system? I mean, if they're not, I think it would be good if they were. Oh, actually, wait, yeah. Well, in this case, they definitely would be, because they have the detection on the lockers. So.
Hey, these fingerprints, they...
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall?
Very interesting, very interesting.
Interessant. That's gotta be coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
Wait, didn't he
He's
say he
just
was
involved
GONE?
He's the other crime.
EMA. This is decidedly
than
different
no.
from Detective's Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh. Oh.
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain.
Yeah, that's a little.
Yikes.
Maybe he cut his like whole hand with a knife, and
No,
then.
he cut his face while trying to cut his beard.
Oh yeah, and he had his hand on there.
It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it.
The whole world's shuddering.
Yeah,
To be continued,
long-
you Ed.
it's a long way from her sister, kissing Mia after class.
Yeah.
Now we get to go into the trial, though.
It's not trial time yet.
You're right, we are just in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
The lobby. So, what do you think, Mr. Wright? Are we fucked?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places. Wait, what? Wait, who?
I was interrupting you as Lana. Excuse me.
Who's Lana?
What do you mean? Lana's our defendant. She's our client.
Where? Where is she?
She's coming in from the side. She interrupted. She's making
Bro,
her entrance.
Lana, you gotta give me some sort of screen shake or something.
The victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed.
I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning.
Well, I just got out of the water torture. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though.
You told me not to do water torture, right?
I mean, I said I was gonna do it. I don't think I specifically said for you not to do it.
Oh, okay.
So, how did it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. I'm guilty. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? I just said I'm guilty. We agreed that if I told them the truth behind the simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana! Don't tell me you... Much to my regret. I'm as much in the dark about this as they are.
Miss Sky.
Hmm?
We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall.
What kind of trace evidence?
Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall?
We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky?
Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. I like that we both went for the higher part.
Yeah. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is...
I'm afraid you'll have to clarify.
It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time.
But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I don't think she can talk here.
Wait a minute.
You thinking some thoughts? You got a theory? What you thinking?
Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
See, because Edgeworth was there, I wondered if he was already in his trunk of his car.
Oh,
but that's not
would have been an
possible because it was
interesting
after the fact.
Yeah.
Alas, that's not the case.
Right.
Wow, this is one nice dumb trial.
No kidding. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today, I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things. And on top of things. Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself.
Why did you say on top of things twice?
Because you're on the bottom of things.
I'm on the bottom of things.
Yeah, I don't want to explain it to you, so move on.
Oh, okay.
Although personally, Loppy believes the other way. Nothing, go on.
Wait, what? So are you on top of things?
Oh, I'm definitely on top of things.
Okay. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait? Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand.
For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department.
The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
That's what that means, yes.
Hey, boy.
Things are getting wild from the get-go.
Hi. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Please don't do it with the megaphone. Come on.
Yes, sir! I am Officer Mike Meakin, sir!
Okay, at least
My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir!
That's good.
So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir! I'm the one who did it!
Oh no!
I'll never kill anyone again, sir! You gotta believe me, sir! Sir, I want you to call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions and those could possibly comprehend. Please enter us, sir. Help me, sir.
Officer Meekins,
Yes, sir.
give us your report of the crime. Consider that in order.
Yes, sir, as you wish. Until I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir.
You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Up.
Yeah.
Now I think water.
Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence from that day. Wait a minute, you what?
Dun, dun, bum, bum, bum,
I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir.
I see.
I see. Then you fainted, and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Oh my god.
What I need here is more info to work with.
Claim report, sir.
Actually, wait. Why were you doing that? Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir! I am in charge of hiring new recruits, sir! Oh, God.
Oh.
Yes, now that's a scary thought.
Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed.
I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir.
Oh my god.
The Blue Badger? Yes, sir! The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir.
We're seeing it.
I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. I see. It sounds like a very important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around. But I reallocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. So that's why you went to the evidence room.
Tell us. What did you see? Oh my gosh.
Hold it!
You committed
What
the
exactly
murder.
do you mean when you say you did it? I don't know. I don't look like the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir.
I love that for him.
The man let his guard down just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? I spun it around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. He must have been desperate.
Fighting for his life, literally.
The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in my face, sir!
He's a good storyteller.
His white coat was, had
Drenched
your
in
blood.
Of his blood.
Did it now? So you're telling me this blood is not the blood of the victim, but the blood of you, good sir?
So
Very
when did you get so
interesting.
big? When did you get so big?
I'm not big, you're too small.
Ooh, no.
You need to
Hold
be
on a
big.
second.
I told
You
that.
definitely...
you
definitely got bigger.
I could not have got
You
bigger. You get bigger.
You most certainly
no, I
got
did
bigger.
not. You got bigger. Do we have a body?
In where? We had not in the evidence room.
Do we have a body, period?
Yes.
Okay. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Right?
According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, I was about to say in the witness. Ugh. It was about 5:30.
You hit me right in the head too.
Man.
I woke up crying tears of pain. That's not. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Mm-hmm. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand.
Oh.
Well, we can all rest easy now.
This is what he was telling us yesterday.
Well, we need to try and skim some more details from him. For starters, what was an officer from the General Affairs Department doing in there in the first place?
Right. Let's press him for all he's worth.
Okay.
I'm gonna squeeze every penny out of him. I'm gonna cut his whole salary.
In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir! I have one right here around my neck! So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is! I found it! That took a while. This is the one right here! Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir! 49895... Wait. 4989596. That's my number, sir! Yeah. But the number 4989596 is shown being used twice.
Please explain, witness.
Is this updated now? No. Well, wouldn't it have been him leaving? Wait, no, you don't show it leaving. So why would he have gone back in? Interesting. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I reallocated the blue patch into the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during that second time when... Yes, sir! That's when I spotted... Oh. Okay. On the security screen. You what? You come again? Am I like misremembering these details? I probably am, because so you're telling me that so I guess yeah, he's already in there, so that makes sense now. And he only had just gotten in there. Fine. What does this mean? What does this mean? What do the numbers mean?
Well, you know what pretty much all of these numbers are, so.
Yeah. We can assume 777777777 is the big police guy, right? For sure.
You think?
Yeah, for sure. So now starts... Now we need to think about why... So yeah, Bruce Goodwin was in there at the time, that's fine, right? And that's who he fought in there. Am I like losing my mind or something? I can't
What are
think
you
of
thinking?
it. I can't think it though. My mind is blank, but I feel like there's something here.
Maybe.
Is there something
we
here?
need a little more than that. Not yet.
Okay, fine. If that's the case, that's all that matters.
Yeah, we're still in the gathering information stage, I'd say.
How did it? So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir! A knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? Well, it was me charging in on him like that. He looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. Wait a minute. But he was the one who pulled the knife out of the evidence locker. So if he looked just as surprised, he wasn't there to murder. He had the knife out in the thing and he just misunderstood the situation. It's my guess. That's when I reacted, sir. I saw my arms like an ultimate shot into the table. That's why I got this gash on my hand, sir.
I loved him so much. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be...
When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar.
His octopus arms.
I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened.
Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim?
He did not murder anyone.
I'd be hard-pressed.
Yes, Officer Meekins. With regard to that, sir. Take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Guard delivered it to me just this morning, sir. Vish. Wait.
The chef. Oh, it's me. The chief.
Delivered it? What is that? A video tape? Yes, sir, that's absolutely right. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. Objection. I want to say that.
I just had a crazy thought about Edgeworth as Gordon Ramsay.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no other thoughts. That's the only thought. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
It just appeared in my mind and I was like, that fits too well.
Wow.
Anyhow. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape. And was told that it had been mistakenly erased.
That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever.
Wait.
Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim.
Hell yes, not film.
Please stop using that word murderer, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into?
Yeah, I don't know if this is proper. Oh my god. Oh, this is my favorite part. This is gonna be your favorite part.
There's a handprint on him. There's a handprint on him. There's a handprint on him.
This is gonna be so much fun. Yes, yeah, here's our detective.
There's a handprint on him. The glove fell out.
This is like my favorite thing in existence.
Oh! He did kind of slash him, you know. He went at him. What was that
Isn't
for?
this the best thing you've ever seen?
He did not murder anyone.
More than that, we have a bit of an issue.
Wait, we have an issue?
The issue being that did not help at all with what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us?
Yeah, that's definitely. What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood?
Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir.
That's our boy!
It's the Blue Badger, sir! Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? So it fell on the floor, the hand thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. But he took the knife out of the thing. He got startled by him and swung round and he didn't mean to do it. And then it hit him. So then he went into attack mode because immediately he's just been cut by a knife. He didn't know what was happening. Right? So I guess that's all that happened. So this is kind of useless. He didn't die here. But that begs the question. If he was here, how in the time of death is wrong? So
the timelines are not converging.
Yeah, so something's not quite right here. Is there a bullet train no one speaks about? The secret tunnel between the police department and the detectives? Like, is there something we're not aware of here? I don't get it. I was playing with my slime. I'll stop now.
I've been playing with my little bubble popping fidget guy the whole time, so you're good.
Oh wow. Yes. Well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room and sort of activity.
Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir, as you wish, sir. His face can't be seen clearly in the video. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. Yeah, that would do it. However, have we checked this man's body for all fingers? Excuse me.
For all fingers? Oh gosh, that's gruesome.
The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What's this about a fingerprint?
Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Is there any contradiction we can get here? At these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir, I tried all kinds of methods and why? They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what
To be fair.
Yeah.
He could just be trying to, in the past, he could have just been trying to, I don't know, mess around with it. Make sure it's safe.
Where's the fingerprint file?
Do we have
Is this something? Well, we use it whenever we do the
Well,
thing.
yeah. Well, it's just in the set, I think.
So can I?
I don't think we, like, have it on hand in our little thing.
I wanted to make sure I didn't have the same fingerprint just randomly. There's gonna be very, 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 very small chance.
What?
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir! And this too! How is that the case? How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, for people in the know, sir. People in the know? The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic trouble. Romantic trouble?
Good to know.
Fair enough. Troubles, I would imagine, indeed.
For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source.
The victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. Is that true, though? What did we see in the video? We're gonna have to play it
What
back.
did we see in the video? Dun, 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 dun,
Wait,
dun,
it's already open.
dun, 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 dun,
It's already open.
bum, bum, bum,
It's-
bum.
It's already open, good sir. Good sir, it's already open, good sir. How can this be? Good sir! What do I do with this information?
I'd say press him.
Praise! There's something to praise! This all sounds true enough, but the victim's body was found in the prosecutor's office. There has to be a mistake somewhere.
The real thing's so much more intense than in the movies. Here, you can use the player to watch it as much as you'd like.
I don't
You're
need it, I
gonna
already
strap
figured it
in,
out.
Phoenix.
Security video. Maybe I should take another look at the footage. Nah, I already figured it out, Phoenix. I'm not dumb. So I just do it here, right? I just present...
No.
No?
The last statement, I think you should press it.
I did press it. Wait, there's one... Oh, here.
Yes.
Sorry. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face! Sir! If I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it has to be his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My
Oh
unsettled
my.
state can testify enough to this, sir.
Aw.
Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie.
That is. Unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security video? Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
Oh.
What? This video contains such a contradiction?
Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video.
He would want me to point it out.
You don't have the same pointing sprite that I do. Good luck.
Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video. It's the first time I've ever had to do that.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. Just get the timing right, and yeah, you got it.
Okay.
It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Don't embarrass me, Phoenix.
These have played too many times. I can't stand watching this video. Why did I ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates if a... Okay.
Take that!
No hesitation.
The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Over some Mayokings. Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker...
Apparatus.
Apparatus works like this.
Don't you just love this music?
Yeah. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint if it's a match. If the light turns on and the lock is released, do I have to worry about who's like in there?
Who's in where?
The picture in the...
That's Gumshoe's. No, you don't need to worry about it.
Would it come up in the future?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough. Well, to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Picture? It's not a picture.
Yeah, you know, the big picture.
Okay. What's happening? When the victim reaches to the handle to open the locker... Let's rewind to a little earlier. I don't like how wet this slime feels, but I like poking it, but not handling it. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit! Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle.
Well, because of his posture.
Order, order, what is the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. Echo Shirk. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. And there's only one reason why that would have been. Only one individual could open up every locker, and that is the Chief of Police, you see, sir.
I don't think he has that ability.
And he was there earlier in the day.
He has that ability.
Confirmed it was him.
That's it, he like stayed there the whole time. That's the hi Shark.
Yeah.
How's the Wi-Fi? But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked.
He must be working down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
Maybe you should take a nap, Judge. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect any and report any malfunction.
Oh well, it just goes to show my novices should keep their... Just show novices should keep their mouth shut. So, Mr.
Okay.
Wright, do you have an explanation?
Alright, Judge.
Your Honor.
Thanks for the help.
Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor! Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator, 10-year-old?
I'm 16. Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor?
Something jam the sensor, say? Oh, the glove. There's
You're such
something
a smart
else
cookie.
that seems out of place in this video. What do you mean I'm
You're
a smart
very
cookie?
quick.
Was that quick?
Yeah, you're very quick.
You proud of me?
You probably won't have any of the trauma associated with this case.
I won't have any what?
Of the trauma associated with this case, because the video function's like really annoying for a lot of people.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage. Let's watch it all again. Let's make Meekins watch it too.
Very well.
Also, that's very
Let's
surprising,
inspect the
sorry.
video once more. The locker wasn't locked, Mr. Wright. Please point out the cause for this.
Alright, good luck with your exam, Shark.
Yeah, good luck.
Although, great news about the Wi-Fi. Let's go.
How do I catch that?
You have to pause it and rewind.
How do I pause? Oh, backspace.
There you go. Easy.
That was easy.
No trauma.
Please watch closely. This is a continuation of the part I showed you earlier. There's the music.
I know, it's so upsetting. It's really awkward without it, actually.
Yeah. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
Just our white dust.
But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out over whole great distances when I open... What did he say? I didn't get to read the rest.
His car door.
Oh. We can't be so sure that the item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
Oh my god, Mike kills me.
What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? Do you think it was inserted?
Not the word I would use, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I can't imagine 4 papers. Oh, good luck.
Yeah, good luck, soldier.
It's good that you feel good about it, though.
This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I come out my petrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes. Okay. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. That's, yeah. It would need to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, my insulator... I think I finally got this figured out. Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was the insulator that was stuck in the locker door? It looked like you all blind.
Yeah, Meekins, he lives in a different universe from the rest of us, I feel.
Yeah, he's
extremely cursed. Yeah, that too. The serial killer even. Actually, it's gonna be revealed that he's the real perpetrator of SL9.
I found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. Ding! This video seems to seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. What? But that isn't the... Okay.
The
yeah,
locker's
okay,
open.
yeah, fine. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker.
And in fact, I
Is
did.
that not so, Officer Meekins? Sir, it would appear so, sir.
I love him so much.
Order,
He's so
order,
pathetic.
order. So, are we to believe then that the victim, who this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility, and nothing more.
I hate to break it to you, but unless you've got some, like, groundbreaking proof to say that isn't the case, then I...
Look, the burden of proof is on Phoenix, as it always is. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. And the prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
What?
Officer Meekins, please testify about this.
Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. It's just a joke.
I just realized something.
What?
The pose that I joked about, like Edgeworth biting his tongue in earlier, that's that one, just from the front. I never realized that. Okay.
Please don't bite your tongue.
I sure I'll try not to.
Okay, well done. Very well. Begin your testimony. There was one other thing that proves that the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must have the ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. No? He didn't have his card on him. It wasn't even on his body when he died. I found it. Granted, not at the police station, but you don't need to know that part. You know, we don't say the full evidence. We just say what we need to say. An ID
Also,
card.
yeah. Sorry, I was just answering a thing.
Go on.
The fancy man that we're always up against. He's our boyfriend, so that's why he's always like around.
Yeah, he is our boyfriend.
Mhm.
It's kind of crazy.
And they had like a whole childhood friend arc, and then he saved him, and like the last case, it was a whole
he
thing.
killed his dad as well.
Yeah, and so we're engaged in the spring. We're gonna get married in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Marriage.
Mhm. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. But it's like juicy because we're like enemies in court, but we're like lovers at home.
Yeah. Juicy.
The ID used at 514. I almost got the numbers mixed up. 514 is that of the victim.
Just before the crime. Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain cases.
Special cases?
Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Also, we didn't make it up. This is completely canon. You can look it up, like Edgeworth. What's the quote? Unnecessary feelings. Yes, he's burdened or bridled with unnecessary feelings for Phoenix. He said.
It's true. He did
Like
say
lost.
that.
Yeah.
Like what?
Nothing. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference.
There are only a few cases up for transferal there, and most of them are cleared up by noon. Like, it is, you know, the other way around too, because Phoenix, he said he became a lawyer so that he could meet Edgeworth again. That is canon. Yeah. He went to law school to meet his childhood friend again. We haven't seen a kiss yet, though, so hopefully at the end of this case.
You want a biscuit?
Actually, I would love one. I thought about getting my, like, my little cinnamon graham crackers up, but they would make too many crumbs, so I cannot.
Oh, okay.
I don't want crumbs on my carpet.
Oh, wow. Right, I see. Now let's move on to the cross-examination.
Dun, dun, dun,
Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards? Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. Keep it here so I won't ever forget it.
Trust me, it doesn't work.
But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets sucked when I get out my car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets sucked. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. Maybe I should just leave this one alone.
It's a great storyteller. At any rate, each police officer only has one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this.
Please proceed with your testimony. Earlier, I believe you testified, but when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife.
Hey, look, Shark. Remember, you gotta remember, Derek's blind. We can't be doing spoilers. Although I will say, your research is flawed. That's what I'll say.
Maybe he just panicked? I think there's some contradictions. Let's point them out.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm confuzzled. Other than the fact that, you know, this doesn't actually...
What? Did you, like, do something to your screen? Or it's, like, suddenly getting brighter.
I'm getting brighter?
Yeah, like, on the screen share, it's weird.
No.
Huh. Weird. What? Sorry, I think I missed the line. What did you say?
The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we got. I have no idea what's happening. Also, I promise you, it's not a meme that we came up with. There's many years of this going on.
Can I just present it anywhere?
Let me check.
Can I just present it here? Goodman's ID.
At the time of the crime, the detective had used this card, yeah. Go ahead. I think. Hell yeah.
Wait one moment, Officer Meekens. I'm not gonna waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Lost item report. It's only half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodwin had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report.
Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right?
Loppy does have great yawns.
Thank you.
I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodwin was not carrying his card. Order, order. So now, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card.
More frantic murmuring.
Order, order, order. Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense. I love you. Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, you've just done what he wanted you to do. I don't think you truly understand Phoenix, but here's how he didn't know how it worked. You figured it out for him. So now he can say, well, yeah, that means the other guy did get murdered at the other place where your victim, who you're defending, committed the murder.
Oh, silly Phoenix. Dumb, cute little Phoenix.
Yeah.
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 on the day of the crime, sorry, that's PM, the man in the evidence room, Officer Meekins, encountered, the man that in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
Yes. What's he up to?
That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
That is... Well, I guess that's right.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around.
Is it going to end well? Good luck, shirt.
Well, it seems you finally realized. Exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defense has already done the explaining for me. You fell into my trap! The victim in the... the attack is really funny to me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department. I knew it was going to continue. At 5:15 on the day of the crime. That's PM.
Sorry?
So the real crime could only take place at one location. The underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office. Finish your sentences, goddamn. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. Also, bye, Chai. Good luck, Lala. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness? Oh, a trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. I wouldn't call it trustworthy.
Yeah. That testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. Yawn.
Yeah.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Miki's encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, the trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana...
There's many things I can do, like the fact that I found the thing he used to get in at the place of the murder as well. That did happen. Also, there's so much to do here. I mean, object.
Objection!
One moment, Your Honor.
What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting. Objecting? Don't go on and tell me you're objecting to what you just proved. Sorry.
Of course not. But I almost right into the prosecution's trap.
What are you talking about?
This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder.
I'd really prefer the Blue Badger music.
Yeah, it's much creepier without
really
it.
Fun.
However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands a further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident.
This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Mr. Wright, do you mean...
Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh? Whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room.
The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply.
Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name?
Take that!
Silent.
Officer Jake Machel.
Why him?
I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he is responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Let's take a little water break.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Huh?
Subpoenaed.
Subpoenaed. I've never heard that word before. What does it mean? Teach me.
Subpoena, it means it's like when you're requested to come to court.
Oh, okay.
So if you like dodge jury duty and whatnot, they might subpoena you if it's like that bad.
Okay. Would the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess.
Yay, let's go to the playground.
Yay!
Recess
High
time.
five! High five!
Did you have recess in grade school?
We had break and lunch.
Oh, what'd you do during break?
Break? Whatever the hell you wanted to do.
Okay, well, did you not, like, have a playground?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah.
You
That's
go there
that's a
during
recess.
break and lunch.
Oh, okay, cool. Fair enough. Yeah, and
Oh.
lunch we went to the cafeteria, so, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But this recessing, you say, does simply not exist.
I see.
I don't know what you mean by such a word.
There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What do you mean?
You called for Jake Marshall, and you keep saying his name wrong. It seems you figured everything out.
I haven't figured anything out.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you.
Would be a lot easier if she told us.
I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
No, it's perfect timing, actually. Oh.
Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
Eek.
You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, Detective.
You better be, pal. Hey. I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky.
That's okay. And most people don't. So, have you brought what I asked?
I did. You mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request.
My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SO9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SO9 incident?
Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. Or else...
I can't believe you, the Chief Prosecutor, were a witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness.
Thanks for the exposition. Also, this name of the guy.
Joey Darke. I see.
Indeed. Can't forget the accent mark.
Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders.
Oh, I bet.
Oh what? Now I've bought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? EMA? But why? Why is your name in here?
What? My name's in there. I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana! This SL9 incident. Is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark... No! No, Lana! That's over with! No!
Emma, wait! She ran away! You know what? I just remembered I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Jake Marshall, Angel Starlet, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth.
Noah.
Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't just be a coincidence.
Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. You're gonna need it.
I better take a good look at this file.
Recess is over.
Do you like how it got further and further and closer and further and yeah.
Quite.
Thank you.
But yeah, after this is the latter half of this trial. And then after that is like investigation period. I think no. Wait. No. It's oh yeah.
Hmm.
So do you want to go on and finish up the latter part of this trial, or do you want to do it next time?
What do you want to do? I don't mind.
I think I'd like to continue.
Let's do it then, punk.
Oh.
Oops. Now we're ready.
I gotta be right, because I'm gonna be rootin' tootin' cowboy.
We're into being cowboy.
Yeah.
You are a cowboy.
Don't ever say that to my face.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky in just a moment. Thank you. Okay, right.
Close.
So, close. Perpetrator Joe Darkay. Crime, serial murder. Sentence, death. Victims, Edward Jones, Edith Kirby. Neil Marshall? Martial?
Fairly unrelated.
No way! Okay.
He's impressive, isn't he?
Wow. I see.
Eric's quick on the draw.
Head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses Lana Sky, Emma Sky. So Emma was a witness!
A bit of trauma for you.
Executive investigators Damon Gant, Lana Sky.
The way it's set up makes
who's
it look like
Gant?
credits. Chief of police?
Wait. Oh wait, wait, okay, so head investigator Bruce Goodman. And this is our dead man, right?
Yeah. Goodman's our victim.
Yeah. Jake Marshall and Angel Star.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting, very interesting.
Into the song.
Neil Marshall is dead, you know. Ooh.
Just a bit. A little.
So why would he be so angry now?
Why would who be so angry?
Well, okay, so why he definitely, so we think he could be part, actually I don't think he is a murderer. I just think he has an idea about the case. Well, maybe he is that hidden man, but if so, why would he didn't think the case was over, right? He never thought the case was over.
So you think Rick's involved?
So I'm guessing it was him.
As the man?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, now that I think about it, he didn't take the knife out of the evidence locker. He had that knife on him. It's the knife he uses to cut his beard. There's no way. That would make sense why it was part of the way they showed, like why he just had that this entire time. I wonder.
So can you restart the screen share?
No.
Alrighty then, I'll be colorblind.
Haha, you're colorblind now. Haha. How's it feel?
Look, one of these days I'm gonna get you out of context, alright? Derek makes fun of colorblind people. Visually
No,
impaired.
just a colorblind Loppy.
No. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Yeah, you drink.
Me drinking all my water, it's gone now.
Nom, nom, nom,
Witness, please state your name and occupation. Me, partner? Oh, how did I do that while drinking? That was pretty impressive. Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization. Ow, I hit my hand on my laptop. On the stand, I mean, on the witness stand.
Careful.
Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it. Damn!
Oh, I know, you're a patrolman.
Yeah, Edgeworth's a bit short today.
He's pretty tall.
As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. Like that. To be exact. Yeah, like that. To be exact. It's... Oh my god, I'm like mixing up my voices. It's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
Howling wind? I've never even heard Edward described that way before.
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Yan, is this correct? According to the papers, partner.
Just what do you mean?
A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up.
Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony on the day of the crime. In plain old English.
He's being discriminated against for his dialect.
This American dialect.
My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon by the time it went down. Time I hit the trail.
That whole thing didn't get picked up by noise suppression.
Okay, well, that's quite strange, but I'm just an innocent travel man. So if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. Ooh-wee!
Out of the trail? Objection! I can't say I particularly care for your attitude.
Man, no one liked them. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Honestly, kind of true though. Beards are bad, but even still, you got some facial hair there. You got to give it a bit.
Well, that's why he's always shaving.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by security systems?
I mean, the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those.
Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers?
Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those?
These are being very helpful.
He's not that good with machines, or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses, now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? Yeah, pay attention.
This one seems like trouble. Okay,
He's so
Mr. Wright,
opinionated.
these are yours.
Damn! He is not popular in here. Wah, 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 wah.
I can't just present this, can I?
No, you should probably press on something.
Yeah, but like, he said if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail, and then boom, I'm not out of ammo.
You know what they say, crouching tiger, hidden dragon, something like that.
Ammo, Officer Marshall.
That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you'd better draw. He is gunning for it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset. See, he's flexing on you because he knows you can't drive.
Yeah.
Yawn.
One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything.
Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that.
Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I best keep my cool. Before I use it, I'd better up the ante.
Let's ask some questions.
How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room?
I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still. Even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who interred the recordings.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite. That's what I said. Videos of nothing, aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. If nothing usual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing part of my life. I'm depressed.
This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right?
Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I told you, that ain't my style.
I'm afraid I don't understand, Officer Shaker Le Marchal.
No desperado I know lets rules get in his way.
Not as wrong as I know joined the Force. So Officer Jake Marshall, on the day of the crime...
Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day.
There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that?
I just realized, I don't think we added the Discord.
Too late now.
Did we ever do the tweet?
I did the tweet.
Oh, okay, my bad.
That's okay.
Sorry, partner, can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks.
How does this guy avoid being fired?
Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway.
You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct?
Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a goldmine of evidence.
And yet you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism?
Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works. Even though I admitted to having a car earlier.
That's quite incredible. He's lying, by the way.
Right. The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence.
Nobody mentions it. Detective Gumshoe says something like that too. At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place?
About it.
What were you doing at a place like that?
I was eating spaghetti. Oh, that sounds so good right now. Oh my god, I've been craving spaghetti for so long.
You hungry?
Maybe a little bit, but specifically for spaghetti. Not even Angel's steak lunches can beat that parlor's that spaghetti. It's like sepia toned.
One gold sepia. One gold sepia.
Yeah. It actually it transports you back in time to when everything was sepia tone.
Do you mean to tell us you abandoned your police duty to eat some noodles?
Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. I don't think anyone said that.
That's not what I meant! I hope this has at least taught you a lesson.
I think he was projecting.
That's strange. It is unusually where Edgeworth says, "Did you not want a raise this year?" Right, I can present it right now.
You can present it to not here.
What do you mean? Here?
Yeah.
Here's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime.
And yet, you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner.
It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint.
Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crick. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds, about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
Objection! I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood!
Oh wow, he's got some skinny jeans.
Witness! What's the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene. The blood was wiped away, however, a luminal test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall?
It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall? About the bloodstained fingerprints? Oh, nope.
Not quite.
About the bloodstained fingerprints, how'd you like my impression?
Very well. You may now begin your testimony about your fingerprint. Found at the scene of the crime. Hilarious.
Also, thank you, Jake Cortez. I worked very hard on it.
She did.
Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. That's what I said. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint.
Oh, see, you do like cow face.
No. The murderer touched the locker, or my fingerprint was by chance. The blood stain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it.
I mean, he isn't exactly wrong, I suppose. The witness explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt.
Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner.
Literally, no. Fingy gloves, like all the way over, not half fingy gloves, you know.
I'm not suspicious. It's just you're imagining things. You're crazy.
Made out. Examine the witness. This guy's hiding something. I can feel it.
They're fingerless gloves. It's like, they're not rubber.
Now's my chance to prove it.
Well, actually, the rubber doesn't matter.
Hold it! So then,
Crazy.
what about the bloody handprint?
Wasn't mine. It's no mystery. Because I said so, I guess. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. It just so happens. What?
Unrelated?
They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal. Cereal. I love this sprite for this. What the fuck? What is the... One's gotta do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder. Did you think he did something there?
It's slightly different. I don't see what hormones have to do with this.
He really thought he ate like a breakfast cereal. Actually, that sounds kind of good right now. I have milk again.
How'd it? Milk? Well, you have it on you right now.
Yeah, it's in my lap as we speak.
Yeah,
in a puddle.
Wait, really? Why?
Not in a carton.
Aww. You should go dry off then.
Oh, yeah.
You need to go get a towel?
No, I'm fine. No.
How do you know that?
I've been sitting here the whole stream. I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There is a bloodstain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer.
That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint.
Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place her hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint.
That's the only logical conclusion.
I can't let him squirm out of this one. I've got to find something. Something decisive to tie Officer Marshall to this crime. If I can tie it to the... That's because you... How did you put it? Pay your respects once a month?
Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine.
What? What do you mean?
I get the impression we're supposed to do this first.
Yeah.
I mean what I said. When I done Dan said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. Oh.
I see.
Fair enough. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker.
Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from the locker programming.
Bit of user error, to be honest, Case.
He must have been using the fingerprint log all this time without ever knowing.
Are you starting to get the picture, partner?
The picture?
The seal of blood. In the desert, it's just food for the buzzards. I don't think they look it up. There's only one reality, and that's this.
The security tape?
So long as my trail ain't in there, you can't say otherwise.
This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
Well,
Do I press this? Guessing.
go ahead.
What do you mean by that?
You want to tie me to this crime, ain't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have.
But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see. The camera is panning back and forth and the floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape.
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you could show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. It's gotta be the knife, right? It's gotta be the knife. It has to be the knife.
What do you think?
It has to be his knife.
Dun, 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 dun. I would so much prefer it if it was the Blue Badger music. Like...
Yeah, it's his knife, right? There's nothing else here. Is there?
No comment. I will say, getting the full picture on your own, there may be one more thing you have to do. Although this is the right line, I don't think you're quite getting it.
How do I prove?
To be fair, you do have to watch this video a lot. This is like partly why this case takes so long as well.
Oh, no one left the room. He was gone. He was out of sight of the camera. He was in a blind spot.
I would say, what's different about this video?
What do you mean?
What do you notice that's different from beginning to end? It just looped, so a lot.
Is it difference?
Yeah.
They're all closed, they're all closed.
It's pretty inconvenient without having the options. Dun, 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 bum, bum, bum. Yeah. God, you really went for it. Poor Mike Meekins. His existence is so pitiful. Every single day, without fail.
Is there open the locker?
Dun, 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 wah, wah.
There's no blood stain on the. Wait! I saw that disappear. But is that his locker?
Yes, it was his locker. That was the one we found the thing on.
That's his locker,
There's
yeah?
his prints on it. Yeah.
Will I be? It's Jova, good sir.
Oh my god, you're going full mask off now.
Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Says the mistake. Damn, correct. Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us in the indiscriminating evidence of the Okay.
Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
you can't go all the way
bum,
back.
bum, 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 bum. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 do, da, ba, do, 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 da, do, 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 you can feel that part. Good harmonizing.
Bringing our attention back to the security camera. It's a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less?
Get wrecked, loser, pulled out cloth. Dab. Very well.
Kinda did dab. Just without
You
the
can
R.
clearly be seen in this video.
Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. Oh, nice.
The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Only reason I saw it, by the way, is because I wasn't looking directly at it and my peripheral vision noticed there was a change.
I see. I felt bad too, because when I said to look for something different, it like happened right then, the loop.
Oh, the white cloth is gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appears. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Order. It would seem...
Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker is open? That don't mean I'm the one who opened it. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man?
The story isn't just plain dumb. Doesn't know.
Oh my goodness.
I hate to rain on your parade, but you are the only person who could open that particular locker.
Oh yeah? I call your bluff. Aw. You say that I opened that locker. Now prove it. That's an L.
Also,
Yeah.
something just hit me.
Uh-huh.
If he didn't know about the lockers, then
Mm-hmm.
that means he just went to Thingy's one and opened it up. Which means he was told to do so in the first place. Someone else set this up. He's not the mastermind here. So who is it?
Either that or he's a lucky man.
No, because someone put the thing in between.
Fingerprint sensor.
He's not our man. We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy talk is this?
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less?
Oh my god. I only got one word for you, partner. No.
What was that?
He like became possessed.
Order,
Oh, wait, no,
order.
that was
Witness, explain yourself?
That was the howling wind that blows Jake Marshall on its name. If this is a joke, it's the worst I ever heard.
I assure you, this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now please, tell us, what were you doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime?
He's really chewing that thing up.
Yeah.
What?
Ole, please answer the question.
Is that racist?
I don't think so. Oh, yeah, it's like, yeah, like you do in a bullfight. Yeah, that's right.
Probably insensitive at the least.
I think he's just getting into the Texas mindset.
I don't think that's the Texas mindset.
Well, it's what he thinks is the Texas mindset. Also, this guy is
Quiet.
like,
That's the point.
yeah, he's a cowboy.
He's not actually, though.
He wants to be. That's all right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can. Have a look at these floor plans. I forgot they existed.
I also did, actually.
There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where was the witness?
Seems Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right, the only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it.
Where is Officer Marshall?
Which one's killer and which one's victim?
Well, the one by the lockers is the one who was our hidden man.
Okay.
Bruce Goodman.
Officer Marshall was standing right here. There, but that's where the victim Detective Goodman was. Tut, tut, tut. Correct, unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you dressed up like Detective Goodman.
But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure.
May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his ID card, sir. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me.
I like how Mike Meekins suddenly got night court.
Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
Not quite imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial evidence? You're still denying it?
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless y'all have hard evidence proving I was dressed up as the victim.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complain and deja vu, innit?
Yeah, he's doing this on purpose to show us it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim?
I didn't even mean to say in it.
You did, innit?
You
You are British! Let's go!
No.
High five!
I'm gonna quit this channel. The whole thing.
Then I'll be so lonely.
Exactly.
No. Who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that!
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
Ugh.
You can say that.
This can't be happening! This can't be happening! It's so obvious he's the one, what can I do? Shut up, Hedgerow.
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
For basics? For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me.
Phoenix, try thinking outside the box. That's not what she said.
I didn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise, but rather I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place?
What do you mean?
Edgy boy. There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it may be discovered later as it has been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. But after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that.
So, if that's the cloak that he was wearing at the time, right?
Uh-huh.
And because it was covered in blood, he shoved it in there. But I didn't want that to be the case, because I wanted that to be the one that Thingy was wearing, Lana, but that might not... Okay, they're just unrelated at this point, so I just need to accept the fact that he shoved the cloak in there.
Well, also, Lana's coat, I'm not sure we can see it in the thing because it's in, like, black and white. But it is quite different from Goodman's as well.
Oh, okay. So what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is key to all of our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Can't believe you would yawn. Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape.
One more time.
After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open this.
Dun, dun, ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba, 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 bum, 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 ba, 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 bum, 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 ba, 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 bum, 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 bum.
Oh.
Da, 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 ba, da. Rewind, rewind. You can pause it, you know. Like that.
For some reason, you described yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet.
Yet.
However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white cloak you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker.
Not bad, partner. Oh, that's the end of that.
Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth?
And nothing but the truth. Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. No comment. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have had to be here now would we?
Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it.
Alright. It seems the time's come. Ah! Confession! I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
So the supposed victim was really you.
But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor.
There was way too much blood for such a small donation.
Yeah, I think I got a kidney too.
I can't believe I'm cross-examining a bloody confession.
Well, we have to find out more about it.
Yeah. When you say it, you mean...
Do you even have to ask, partner?
Yeah, so 9 and so.
2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over.
What did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When a case is closed, only the case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it when his dad died and I can prove it?
That day was my last chance. That's why Did you say dad?
Was it not his dad?
No?
Who was it?
His brother. He worked on the case with his brother.
Oh, his brother was...
Why would it be his dad?
Bro, he was younger then.
He was younger? Well, he's only... I mean, what's in his profile? How old is he?
There's a profile? How do I get to profile?
I'm not sure what the button is.
You don't get to profile.
Okay. I never get to use the profile. Is it R? Is it P?
I don't think I can do it while in this mode.
Yeah, but what is it?
Howdy.
This is when you bring up the evidence.
Now I can do it, as I'm in the court record.
Yeah! What button was it?
He's 33, he has a dad
Thank you.
alive. Probably.
Oh, that's not what I meant. I meant, would the dad be working there?
He wasn't working there. Wait, it happened in the police department?
What? What are you talking about?
The murders happened
No,
in the
I meant-
police department?
No, I meant like with the not there specifically. I mean, just he'd be working as a detective. Is what I mean.
Meekins is older than us.
I know.
Boomer.
Okay, I guess he is old, but he's not that wacky.
My god, that's an age
He's
difference.
Yeah, 13. Wow. No wonder they're so estranged.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Are you having fun?
Makes no noise. Why did you disguise
Making
yourself
such
as
thin
Detective
eyebrows.
Deedman?
He was a good man. I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence. If I didn't make it look like that, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security camera.
And a detective's ID card?
I stole that the morning of the incident.
Lost fire report.
Goodness. I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. Ah.
ID card I found was left by Officer Marshall.
So, essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint-activated lock, of course. Piece of smoke. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself.
But he could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off?
Let's just say I was a little surprised. I don't plan on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I don't think anyone would actually come in during that short time.
Officer Meekins certainly is a 1 in a million type of person, mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID.
I mean, he was right. I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year. Yeah.
When did Edgeworth get so much influence?
Anyway, he threw himself at me, and I ended up cutting him slightly. Sorry it had turned out that way. In the shoulder. With me knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one?
Told you. I don't know what to say. So you knocked Officer Meekins out and... Hold it. You did your research beforehand.
Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
What was Officer Meekins doing during that time?
What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
So what you're saying is, on that day... But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place.
What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So, you stole the evidence from the locker? Actually, no, I didn't. Oh? Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
Okay. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? Where is the evidence? Why are we asking Edgeworth this question, good sir?
Smart boy. Done.
If Edgeworth didn't take it, Meekins definitely didn't. It was our top dog! Told you he was wrong. Told you he was bad.
Are you okay?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Can you not see me getting closer and further away?
I suppose so, yes.
Yay!
Oh boy. It's still missing, Your Honor.
I have a phase!
That part's not
Goodman's
missing.
locker was already empty. So someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Far away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. I really thought he was gonna say he's like free to shoot him or not.
Why did you do this?
Honestly,
Stealing a
not the one I
detective's
would've
ID, injuring a police officer, this is no small offense.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary.
Well, salary cuts are ever a valid solution.
Right. Like I said, this isn't your case. This one's mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
Witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
I can't just forget the SL9 incident. You know why?
That case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it? That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence.
I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about.
What happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should censor to what I think is the real reason he is. I
He,
had a feeling we'd end up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related to it in some way in this case. I better take another look at the files. I don't need to take another look, I can just present it, right?
hmm,
I can just present the case.
something should have. Keep pressing.
There's nothing else to press!
I know, but I think we missed something earlier, so that's why.
No, I did everything.
Did you?
Yeah. That's why we got the last one to come up. This one.
You just pressed it, didn't you?
Yeah, I just pressed it. It doesn't do
Oh,
anything.
okay, no, you can. Sorry.
What's it say?
No, that's my bad. I
Officer
was
Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about this SL9 incident.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner.
It is in a file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here.
Also, first of all, can you set the screen share?
No.
Also, second of all, yeah, it's okay to just go with what you think. Even if you're wrong sometimes, you're usually right.
I want a
Fine.
perfect record.
Okay. Very on par with you.
Yeah. Punk.
Uh,
Neil Marshall, are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall. Yeah, I'm sure you heard the name. 2 years ago. You received the same lousy prosecutor award you got.
What? A prosecutor?
Does that look like his dad?
He must have been talking about the King of Prosecutors Award.
Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. He was killed. Give it a second. And the case fell into your hands and didn't get to finish it off.
What's his relationship to you?
My brother. He was investigating the murders of Damon Gant, the deputy chief of police. They were both in on the Cowboys thing.
Yeah.
The group of detectives I was part of worked under him. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Oh, he's very staunch. Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case is finally closed. At least, according to the public records.
What do you mean?
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it. That's your reason for your insane actions. There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me.
Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened in the police department on the day of the crime.
That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekers confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up.
No!
Yep, we're done now. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happened by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department.
Chance, it's got to be more than that. So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one.
Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye.
But wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today.
But
There's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of a simultaneous murder at the police department.
woo,
Yeah, it seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner. All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved, no doubt about it.
no!
Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Skye. And the testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable. If you have a response, make it a single word or less.
Objection! Ah.
That's all? Okay. I rest my case. I don't know, it's pretty bad, can't I?
Seems the trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department. Then he faded into the
There's
void.
no doubt what I proved today is true. However, there was a large amount of blood there. Secondly, all of the evidence was stolen. Thirdly, everyone attached to this case is about SL9.
I hate to tell you, that's all his blood. Meekins
what?
has a lot of blood.
No way that's
I
all his
hate to tell
blood.
you. Uh-huh.
You're telling me all of that blood was from him? Does he need to go to
Maybe
the
he
doctor?
was
or something?
stabbed in the armpit.
I'll stab him in the armpit if I need to. No, it's his hand! And if he was stabbed in the armpit, at least he won't have armpit hair there anymore.
That's not how that works.
When you get burned, it like gets rid of your hair things and it's gone forever. Like 3rd-degree burns or something.
I don't think a stab works the same way.
I don't know. Like if it digs out a part of it and like removes it completely, you know, and it doesn't
Digs
kill
it
right?
out. Well, he's gonna. Either way, he's gonna regrow.
Should
the
I test
skin.
it? Should I test it?
No, please don't.
The apparent murder was on the security camera's tape. Really was fake. But I didn't realize I would end up proving Lana guilty.
Oh, Phoenix.
Now then, the time for this verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant. Huh?
Huh? Your Honor, wait.
How did you get into here? How are you on the stand?
I mean, no one stopped her. The defense has an objection. A scientific objection. Right?
What do you mean, right? Mr. Wright. Are you this girl's guardian? Your Honor, innocent.
Please, Your Honor. All I'm asking for is a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please.
Softy.
This is weakness. I don't want to leave any loose ends. Aw. You want a minute? I'll give you 3.
Aw.
Aw.
The judge needs to accept.
I was in kind of a shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings.
Whenever she mentions it, the names of both Sky Sisters were in that file.
But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So, I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint. You mean, the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker?
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So, I ran over there and looked at it again.
So you did find something?
No.
Huh?
Sorry. I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Is that all?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student.
And I'm just an attorney!
But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them... Please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you.
Me? Oh boy! Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident in the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this? Mr. Wright, I'm sorry it can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be...
Wait. 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 There's no way. Wait, does that matter though?
Does what
That
matter?
wouldn't matter. Wasn't our little dancing boy right in the way of it?
Yeah.
So, why? But so the bloodstain was made after he had already been awakened and moved it. What am I forgetting?
I'm not sure.
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day. Yes, Your Honor. If ever I've needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with the handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing?
No hesitation.
This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction.
The only thing that seems clear is your grasping, Mr. Wright.
You've been pretty intently... Wait, you've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them? Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something's missing.
Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there?
Yes, though that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Let us pray the defense simply isn't trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright. For all this evidence here, there's got to be something I can use. The question is, which item can prove something's missing in the floor plans? Is it this? It's gotta be, right?
We have them. That's our dancing boy. Our bouncing baby boy. What about that piece of plywood? How did I get back up here?
The Blue Badger, mascot of the police force. Defender of truth, guardian of proof.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. What are all these words you're saying?
Please look at the floor plans at the crime scene. The Blue Badger is not here.
So
what happens when we put him in? This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime.
where he was dancing.
Well, what? That's right. So long as the Blue Badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker.
I choked.
No, don't choke. It's okay. It's okay. So that means... What exactly does that mean? It means it can't be done. What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker. Don't look at me, I didn't put it there.
Mr. Wright, how did it get back here? Think it through scientifically.
She jumped over. Parkour. EMA!
On that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker.
So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger brought it in? Just one moment, I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom.
Oh, wow.
It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. It couldn't possibly have happened after the fact. No. On Feb 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice.
But how?
One time was captured on this tape taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time... someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had... No, could it not have been after that time?
We're going, we're moving.
It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered.
That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim.
The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the locker.
So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred.
When did the first incident occur? To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room. That's right, the blood mark on the locker proves this. Very well, then tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented. Proof that shows when the murder took place? There's only one piece of evidence that can show that. Now then, will the defense please present its evidence? What shows when the first crime took place?
Also, to be fair, well, I'm not sure about this, but I think the reason why they're not saying after is because, like, the next time someone came in, it probably was when, they discovered Mike and whatnot.
Okay, fair enough. Is it this one, right? Got it.
Yes.
If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter it, and in order to do so, an ID card would have been required. An ID card. Oh! The ID card record! Officer Meekies put the blue badger panel into the evidence room at, let's see here, 4:50 PM. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 PM. Ah! Ah! Miles Edgeworth! Just what have you done?
I never would have figured you had the nerve, boy. Oh my goodness. Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it.
I'm afraid I don't understand it either.
It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood.
That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer.
I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible.
That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room. Let's look at the chart again. There's only one other card remaining. 77777777.
Talk about a lucky number. I hate the number 7.
It's your favorite number now.
It's your favorite number.
But if we add mine and yours together, we get 11. You know?
No, I don't like 11 either.
Yeah, but if
it's mid.
If you do 7 minus 4, you then get 3.
That's a staple.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. How could a Detective Goodman enter the evidence room? Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 77777777. It's 7 sevens, and I love that. Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 77777777.
That's 1 7 too many, Your Honor. I counted. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least at present.
What?
Explain yourself, son. The ID number 777777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who is a so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
But that's ridiculous. Just how?
I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There's one situation in which we can be granted authority.
If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted. An official charge?
You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates. Objection! I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question. Yes. No, not to you. To her. The defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive.
Lina?
Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course, we've looked up her ID number, and it's not 77777. Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident.
Yes, 09 incident.
Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. And that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of prosecution of that trial. At the time, occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana, I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law.
Defendant, just what are you saying?
I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did?
Chief Prosecutor, you didn't.
I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Why won't you answer him? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana! Even if it involved forging evidence. Ugh. See, that's what I'm talking about. No.
Order, 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 order!
Honors and ranks consensus said that the case in the courtroom could not be called the conclusion of the trial. Would have to wait until the following stream.
Stream.
To be continued.
I mean, it's definitely the Chief of Police's fault. That wasn't Lana's fault. Like, for sure.
The most sus person in the world. Yay! Something I'm surprised about, actually.
Yeah.
The judge is very awake during this trial.
Yeah, he's on the ball.
He's got his wits about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have dementia after all.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
yeah. Although, maybe I do after today. I'm gonna...
Please don't get dementia, ever.
I'll try not to. I'll stay sharp. I'll do my daily puzzles.
Yay!
But with that said, that is the stream. And we'll see you next time with the final thing, except maybe it won't be, because maybe I'll just be an investigation. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see you with Phoenix Wright next week, and Derek, we'll see you tomorrow.
You'll see them the day after.
Right. And then the day after that, it's gonna be nothing, and then the day after that, we'll be here, probably.
Yay!
Yeah, if you're not on Twitter, that's what it is. There you go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Good night, everyone. 3, 2, 1.
Oyaseki.
Yeah, Oyaseki, that's the right one. You want to do it
Yay.
again? You want to do it again?
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Oyaseki. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.